All right, welcome into Catching Up with Tommy Mack here on 1010XL's podcast platform, 1010XL.com, of course, the 1010XL app, the 1010XL YouTube channel, and, of course, live on Facebook, my personal Facebook, and we'll share it all over the place. And Grammage will cut it up and do a great job like he always does. Of course, I'm in the podcast studios of 1010XL every Monday and Friday doing Catching Up with Tommy Mack. Brought to you by Team Tommy Mack, a group of businesses that I just love endorsing, man, and talking about them, and I'll do that a little bit later. Make sure you check out TommyMack.net. You'll see every logo right there of Team Tommy Mack. Just click on it. Take right to the respective website. Looking forward to you doing that and bringing you this show, of course. Grammage is here. We got a lot to get into. Our Jaguars find a way to win in the fourth quarter. Just a thriller of a game. Before we get into all that and more, let's say hi to my man Grammage. What's up, Grammage? How are you?
It's always a great day when you're coming fresh on a victory Monday after beating the Tennessee Titans in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I don't care. It needs to be said.
Always makes you feel good.
I don't care about draft pick. I don't care about none of that junk. I care about going up to Nashville and making them leave that stadium sad.
That's right.
I hate that team so much.
And you lived up there for a while.
I lived there for 4 years. I got a bunch of friends that are huge Titans fans.
Yep.
I hate that team with everything I have.
Yep.
I feel the same way about the Titans because I'm a Gator, as most people know. I feel the same way about the Titans as I do about Florida State, as I do about Georgia.
Yeah.
As many days as I can make them sad as possible, that is a win.
Well, it was a win, no doubt about that, and it was in a comeback fashion, and that was all good. I'm glad they won too. I know. Look, fans, you do what you want, man, but and I wouldn't do it as a fan because just for the mere fact that just because you get high draft pick doesn't always mean your team gets better. And we've had Trevor, we've had Trayvon, and Brian Thomas Jr. plays like a top 5 draft pick, but we're still 3-10. I mean, maybe if we get 10 years of first picks overall, we'll have a shot at maybe winning a Super Bowl. To me, I want a victory. I want my guys fighting to the end, and they did all of that. It wasn't a great win, but it was a win because they needed a win. And I tell you what, they shot themselves in the foot a couple times. Coaches did too. We're going to get into all of that and look at how Mac Jones and company went down the field when they needed to at the end, found a way to score. Got the ball in the Tank Bigsby's hands. ETN had a nice day. A lot of guys had nice days. Jerry Jones had a really nice day. Hamilton had a pretty decent day. We're going to talk about that position because, once again, overall, just not good enough. Of course, Brian Thomas Jr., I mean, not until second half you find a catch, but, man, just target him more. You could build the offense around Brian Thomas Jr., look, they were great on third down yesterday, which is crazy because they haven't been good on third down. And the Tennessee Titans were like number 2 in the league on defense on third down. Yet, we went 6 of 13 on third down on offense. I know we haven't heard those numbers hardly ever in the past couple of years. So very good there. And look, the Titans, they did their own damage on third down. Our defense, hey, they kept them out of the end zone. Now, look, I didn't see Will Levis prior to yesterday. I don't watch the Titans, right? My first reaction is, does anybody like him on that team? Every time he went to the bench, he may have had a coach, but no players come by him. Nobody talks to him. It's kind of weird. He makes really bad mistakes. I mean, he's got all the tools. He's a tough guy. That hit that Josh Hines Allen put on him, I felt like I don't know, like J.C. Light, did you just let him go by you? Did you think the play wasn't going to happen? I mean, he shot by him, and, man, that's a kill shot.
I credit
him for coming back because that hurt him. That hurt him.
I thought it was broken collarbone.
It was, when he grabbed it right away, he landed right on it. I love that. Mac took a big shot and bounced back. I think Doug was going to go for it, but I think Mac was a little out of it, man. That was later in the I think that was in the fourth quarter. He ended up getting a field goal, which was great. But nonetheless, hey, speaking of big hits, I know we talk Jags a lot, but that hit from that Texas safety on the Georgia quarterback.
I know.
that was like the greatest hit maybe I've ever seen in my life. I'm not kidding. Like I thought he was not dead, but I didn't think he was going to get up. What a tough guy. He must have a chin and a half, man. Kind of got a big fat head like me, so maybe that helps. But man, was that a lick and a half? I mean, it felt like a shotgun blast. Pow! And when they did it in slow motion, the way he stopped and his upper body just went boom, boom. It was holy cow, man. I love hits like that. Those
Gunnar Stockton's helmet
fantastic.
Landed in Jacksonville by the time it was done flying.
Oh my
dude. It was crazy.
Incredible hit. Good for him for getting up. But there were a couple good hits yesterday in the Jag game. All clean, all legit, and that's part of the action. But, man, it was good. Listen, Kovan Lana came in, did a pretty decent job. He had a couple back-to-backs where Landry got him pretty decent. On no sacks, which is good, but definite pressure. Walker Little was okay. He did fairly well overall, gave up a few pressures. I know, watch PFF will be like, no, 0 pressure, but it's not true. We're going to go through it. It doesn't matter anyway because that wasn't a problem. Our offensive line overall, once again, gave up a sack. And, the running game didn't get going. They didn't really get the running game going to the second half. Once they started using the pass to set up the run. See how that works? When you got a guy like Brian Thomas Jr.? I don't know why you don't include Strange. He had that great play, again, back-to-back weeks. Great play, 20-plus yards. Never see him again. Never target him again. I think he had one target, the one he took up the field on the crossing route. Too bad the guy clipped him. He would have gone even farther. I don't know. We're going to go through it, the play-by-play. By the way, Grammage, the play-by-play today, like 2 hours. It was nice. It went quick.
Yeah.
They had big drives. I mean, they had a 17-play drive. They had an 11-play drive. They ate up a lot of clock. I mean, normally it takes me about 3.5 to get through it all. They each have 10 or 11 drives. They ended with 8.
Well,
interesting.
I'd like to formally welcome the Jacksonville Jaguars running game to the 2024 season.
Yeah.
It's nice of you to join us.
Man.
I appreciate you guys for coming out.
And, here's the thing.
First downs weren't just getting rocked for -2. They were actually getting 4 or 5 yards and moving things a little bit. I was like, wow, this is good to see.
I would have liked to see, and look, maybe it's hard to do in a game, but this is the job of the coordinator or the coach of that position. But, Tank was fine. He was better in the second half. But ETN was having some success in the pass and the run, and they just never really got – I think he had 4 carries total. You got to read the room. You got to read like, hey, I still like Tank. I like what he does. That touchdown run, thing of beauty. Great block by Sheriff, too. Great block. Right up the hole, leading them right through on the pull. Tank waited, timed it up perfect, then took off and made the touchdown. But ETN, man, he was having a day. He was having a pretty good day. I would have liked to have seen him. I want to see him more in that pass game. He's so dynamic, man. He is. Get him up one-on-one on a linebacker or safety. They won't be able to cover him. I don't even think a nickelback would do very well against him. He can really – he's smooth, man. He is really smooth. So, overall, yeah, even Parker got two targets. BTJ got 12. Good. He should, right? Build it around him. I'm cool with that. Ingram had 6 targets. No problem. But let's get some other guys involved too, especially Brenton Strange, man. I think he needs more work in that passing game.
What was encouraging to me with the Brian Thomas involvement and things is how often have we heard the coaching staff say, yeah, it's a point of emphasis. We got to get him more involved. And so at the beginning of the game, they, throw him one screen pass.
Yep.
And it's like, well, we've checked off the box of getting him involved. And a lot of games so far this year, it's felt like their attempt to get him involved have just been a screen pass here or there, and then chucking it 50 yards down the field and see what happens.
Right.
Yesterday, he was involved just within the normal flow of an offense.
Yep.
You're just getting your best player of the football.
Yeah.
He catches for 5 yards here, 10 yards here, 15 yards here, 3 yards here. And that's how you incorporate your best wide receiver.
Absolutely.
It's not just, okay, this play, we're just going to
go deep.
We got to throw it deep just because.
No.
You can't run in a fit. That was how they tried to involve Calvin Ridley a lot of times last year.
Yeah.
You felt like with Ridley, it was like, he's only going to give you a couple things on the route tree because he's a good route runner, but just he doesn't know what he's doing half the time.
Yep.
Brian Thomas is a smart player.
Yep.
He knows where to be.
Yep.
He catches the football. He's only had 1 or 2 bad drops this year that I can recall.
He's a complete wide receiver.
Yes.
For sure.
And that's, if you watch the best players in the game, that's how they're involved.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, it's not like he's just catching 50. Right. He's catching 5 yards, 10 yards, crossers, slants, all hitches, all kinds of stuff. Brian Thomas, same thing.
Same deal. Yeah.
You can't run an efficient offense if he can't do all of that type of stuff.
Well, first
and
of all, you saw Ridley have success too going on crossing routes.
Yeah.
They're hard to they're just so fast you can't keep up with them.
You got a receiver.
Unless you got a zone with a safety waiting for him, you know what I mean, where you can clean his clock, but that's not normally going to happen because they drive you off. So you're always in that chase position with those guys, and give them the ball and they'll make something happen. Brian Thomas has shown that he is a complete wide receiver without question. It's funny too, because I remember it was like 5 weeks ago, Press Taylor was like, yeah, he's, the shallow crossing routes really not his game. And we were like, what the hell are you talking about? Of course it's his game. Get him involved in it. They did yesterday. That was good to see. And look, I just think we need a little bit more. Get a little Brenton Strange in there, getting ETN in the passing game. A nice balance with pass run. There's a couple plays I shouldn't say hate, didn't like. Whoever's calling the plays, Press or Doug, that double reverse.
That was dumb.
Why?
So dumb.
Why? Like, why do you have to get cute right there? What are you looking for, style points? Look at me. I called a double reverse and we fooled them. Run your gosh dang offense, man. It was working. You killed that drive. That play killed the drive because they lost like 7 yards on it. Done. It's over. You were 3rd and 13, never got it back. I blame that on the coaches right on that one. That was an idiotic play.
It's just wasting downs, man.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, you got something going. You finally get over midfield. You're in field goal range.
You're running the ball pretty well.
You got good balance. Things are moving. You're going, and then, hey, I got an idea. No, you dummy. I'm sorry. That's a stupid-ass call. I don't understand that. Like, why do you feel like you have to get cute at that time? You got momentum. You're moving. Just keep it going. Keep them off balance. I'm okay with, look, they've got a little creative. I like how they, get the ball out to Brian Thomas Jr. Sometimes it's a throw, a toss, whatever it is. I'm fine with all that stuff, but this double end. All it takes is the one guy to stay home. One disciplined player, that play is blown up dead. Why would you risk that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I feel like we've talked about this before, like how often coaches outsmart themselves and end up doing stuff that's just dumb.
They outthink or think they're smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
That's what their problem is.
I feel like the way, I mean, I've never been in that situation, being a play caller, being a coach, but just me personally, I feel like the way to avoid being dumb like that is you just have to think in your head, what does that defense probably not want me to do?
Yeah.
What they want me to do is run a stupid ass reverse and lose 7 yards.
Right.
What they don't want me to do is
throw it to Brian Thomas Jr.
feed number 7 again.
Yeah, right.
Because my guys can't stop him.
Yeah, right.
Or at that point in the game, it seemed like every time ETN or Tank Bigsby touched the ball was going for 4 or 5 yards, doing pretty well. If not more. That's what that D coordinator didn't want you to do.
Yep.
I really don't want number 7 to catch yet another pass on my defense. I really don't want Travis Etienne to catch the ball out of the backfield with a little bit of space and go get 6 or 7, if not more, if he makes a man miss. Right. I really don't want Tank Bigsby coming downhill off tackle, stiff-arming my linebacker and onto Mars. Yep. Like, that's what they don't want.
Right.
So why waste? Just do it.
It just takes too long for that play. You know what I mean? It's too
I agree.
long. It just takes forever to even have a chance. And why not just keep it in Brian Thomas Jr.'s hands and forget the double part of the reverse and just do the end around?
That's the type of play.
That was positive play.
That's the type of play you run when you're up 10 and you're running the ball off of maybe the right tackle is just kicking ass all day and you're running off his butt all day and you're doing so they got to send extra help that way. And then you catch them on a reverse going the or something like that.
Yeah.
When you're losing and you're finally having a drive where bread and butter.
Got to get the points. Got to keep moving the chains. Did we find out what Anton Harrison's sickness was yesterday? Did he have the flu or something?
I'm not sure.
He just couldn't go at all?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of odd. Like morning.
It was odd.
Bad. I mean, listen, if you're sick, you're sick. I mean, Some guys play sick, but depends what it is, I guess. Hope he's okay. Cole Van Lanen did a pretty good job overall. I always thought he was a pretty decent player. I do think he could play guard too. I think he could play right guard all day long.
There's a place for him on this roster for the for the foreseeable future, in my opinion.
Yeah, he could play
as a starter or as one of your most valuable depth pieces on the offensive line.
Yeah,
you need those types of guys.
You know, you once again, at least in my opinion, I think you'd agree. This team needs beef up front, inside.
Yes. By
the way, Ezra played pretty good yesterday. He's been playing pretty good. Morse played pretty, and Sheriff played pretty good too. It was funny. I was watching them break the huddle. It was late in the game, and they had their camera right on Sheriff. Right? He just looks like an old bear, just trying to get through the last, part of his life. You know what I mean? He looks grizzled, like he's been in a ton of battles. So you just like, this guy's a tough son of a gun.
He looks like he built his house with his bare hands.
He looks. I mean, he does.
He fishes with his hands.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So if we could get a little beefier up front on the inside, I will say on the last drive, and we're seeing more of it. It was especially on that last couple plays. Josh Hines Allen, Armstead, Mason, and then Trayvon. So we did see that quite more than we're seeing it. I still think we need to see it. I don't understand this whole, again, I don't know why listen, I'm sure he's good on special teams. Yes, Yasir Abdullah, but to me, he's got no business being out there running on your defense. Lacey on occasion will make a play. A lot of times he's getting pushed back. Ledbetter on you know what I mean? It's like, now Hamilton did make some plays yesterday. He probably had one of his better games. But then you're like, why are these second teamers taking up reps for my guys? Unless they're dead dog tired, but I don't think that's the case. So, and I will say Armstead made a couple plays in the run game at end. So I'm okay if in the run game he plays end, just as long as the pass game, he's playing over the guard. Because that's where he becomes extremely, extremely dangerous. I thought Nielsen was pretty aggressive. He called some blitzes. The Jarian Jones blitz was a great call. A great job by him dipping under that tackle.
Talk about having a hell of a game.
He had a great game.
Jarian Jones came to play, man.
He had a great game. He played very, very well. I think Buster played okay. Antonio Johnson had a couple big hits. They were fun to see. He really, on the sideline, he knocked Ridley pretty good. Yeah, that was good. Right as he turned around, he got him pretty good.
I love it.
It was good physicality yesterday. Look, it was, it meant something to him, I think. So I like that. They're not giving up. I mean, listen, I know how some of you fans feel, but if you got guys that are willing to lay down on Sunday, they are not the guys that you want moving forward. Because once that whistle goes, it's competition. It's like Gladiator. I mean, you're out there fighting. You know what I mean? If you lay down, you're a wuss. I would never want you on my team. Ever, ever, ever. If you give up these last 5 games, you're out of here. You'll never be back on my team. Because you're professional. You're paid for all 17 games. You better bring your A game every single game as best you can.
Because you got to remember, it's a team sport, obviously, and team above self. But you got to remember, with a season like this, these players individually have their future NFL careers to play for.
Yep.
If they these last few games, just because you're eliminated from playoff contention, if Andre Sisco or Antonio Johnson or whoever else we're talking about is putting up really bad tape, next contract negotiation is going to be a lot tougher for them, here or elsewhere.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys like Cole Van Lanen.
Yeah.
You think he isn't trying to fight for another roster spot next year?
Damn right.
His audition starts now, man.
Right. He wants to start.
Of course, as he should.
Damn right.
He should line up thinking, I'm going to seize this opportunity and give them no choice but to make me a starter.
Yeah.
That's how you should be. That's how a winning. I know this is not a winning locker room, but a locker room that can become a winner in the future again.
Yep.
That's how they got to be thinking.
Yep.
Mac Jones, he's got to be thinking, I want to prove to everybody that I'm still a starter in this league.
Yeah.
Tank Bigsby's got to be proven I want to be in a running back one. You know what I'm saying? and you know what I'm saying better than I ever could, being you lived this, but I totally agree that you need dudes that are still fighting their ass off and wanting to win on Sundays.
Well, Mac I mean, he's one of them for sure. You know, he was okay. You know, some wasn't good. Overall, he finished with 71% completion. I mean, they were thinking dunk for a lot of it, but so what?
He made some plays down the field, though, too, to be fair.
He did. You know what he does, too? And Trevor needs to do a bet, and I'm not comparing because I know everyone's going to get their panties in a wad, but he sees the field better than Trevor. He does. And he takes what they'll give you a lot more than Trevor should. Like, Trevor needs to do that more. Like, don't
take
third and whatever. Don't go for the bomb. Take what's open to you. Just take it. Move the change. Don't play hero ball. Stay within the offense. And that's what call him a game man. I don't care what you call him. He was pretty efficient overall yesterday. He's not better than Trevor, so don't give me that crap. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But you notice, like now, he hasn't been always good on third down. They were terrible the past couple games that he started. But they were really good on third down yesterday. I think a lot of it was taking what was there, and they got him open. I got to credit the play calling of that, because if you know what it felt like, 2022 with Trevor when he caught fire.
Yeah,
remember it was first read, dink and dunk, take a shot, dink and dunk. You know what? And then San Diego figured it out, and maybe the Titans couldn't have figured it out yesterday with Mac. Because it's new. Maybe he's not normally doing that, but that's what it felt like, at least yesterday. And he did what the backup QB is supposed to do. Aside from the 2 picks, the one was terrible. He should have never thrown it. He was pressured. He couldn't step into it. It's part of the deal. The second one, I mean, I guess you got to eat that sack. He's trying to make a play.
Yeah,
I mean, that guy was a free rusher. He got drilled too, man. He got just as drilled. He got depleted.
Yeah,
from the backside. That's not the front side, the backside. He got depleted. So,
and by the way,
overall, good job
to back you up on talking about like when Trevor was really playing well and incorporating those short throws, getting completions, dinking ducks, and Mac doing it now. Like, the best offenses in the game do that.
Yeah,
like
Brady made a living off it.
Correct. Like,
I mean, that's what
we've talked about this on this show 100 times, but if you're not watching like the Chiefs every week or watching the Bengals every week or the Ravens or whoever, and you're just seeing their highlights, you're seeing these chunk explosive plays. But what you're not seeing is the 2 drives before when they just went 5 yards, 6 yards, 4 yards, and they just dink and dunk down the field, get that defense come up a little bit, you're running the ball a little bit, and now we're going over the top.
Right.
And I think what they did a good job of yesterday, to your point, they were killing them that, like, if it's a tight end or a slot receiver, close to the line of scrimmage, further inside in the slot, getting like 4 or 5 yards up the field, turnaround right there.
Yep.
They were killing the Titans all game with that. And that's an easy throw. It's usually relatively open, and you don't have to stand in the pocket for a long time. You're getting the ball quick.
Yep.
And if those were there, and they were yesterday, and Mac was just taking them, you can run an offense successfully that way.
Totally. Especially if you're pass first.
Correct.
And that opens the run. They were run first. I mean, their first series, they just jammed the ball down our throat.
Yeah.
They pounded the heck out of us. We weren't ready for that. You'd think they'd want to show us their will. I mean, it's Tennessee, and neither one of you like each other. They're good. I mean, I don't know. I would assume they'd come out firing.
The Cowboys are dumb for letting Tony Pollard go.
He's good back.
He's really good.
We've faced some good backs
and
this year.
What impresses me with Pollard, it impressed me when I watched him in Dallas, and yesterday he was killing us with it. He's really, even though he's small, he's not super big, he's really good at
fitting through holes.
And also kind of like in short yardage when they need 1 yard.
Yeah.
He's really good at that quarter of a second finding the little soft spot where I'm going to be able to lean forward and get 2.
We were talking about that with Tank going into the year, right? He's got to get better at
the
that.
vision was not great. Yeah. Right. Tony Pollard is really good at that. And even like hitting a guy at a certain angle where a DN's going to bring me down, but I'm going to get 1.5 yards by the time he brings me down. So I'm going to get the first down. Like, he's really good at stuff like that. ETN struggles with that sometimes too. His vision has not always been great.
Yeah.
Because I have a hard time believing.
Yesterday, though, ETN ran it really well, man. He got
ran
up
it really well.
Got to get north. Got to get every time they grab the ball. I'm like, get north. By the way, I say that to the linebackers too.
Yeah.
Like, come up. Don't just wade back there. You got to attack and go get that back.
We both are totally in agreement that they need more beef on both sides of the line.
Yeah.
But dating back to last year, I have a hard time believing every time ETN gets the ball, there's nothing there and he's losing 2 yards, right?
Yep.
Sometimes it's on him to find a softer hole and be able to get somewhere.
Right.
And it was there yesterday. They were really, that changed the game. In a lot of ways, in my opinion. Because if they couldn't have done that effectively, then those short throws wouldn't have been there as much. Right. Eventually getting it to Brian Thomas more wouldn't have been there as easily. Drives would have stalled. Yeah, my God, Tiki Barber.
How dumb is Tiki Barber? I mean, how many they corrected him. By the way, I loved when they made fun of him about, they took him out at goal line for Brandon Jacobs to score touchdowns. They were ripping him pretty good. He's just so pompous. And then he just kept saying, like, come on, man. Come on, seriously? You don't know who Brian Thomas Jr. is? You didn't watch any tape? Like, you didn't see your notes? He's the leading receiver. You know what I mean? Like, dude, get with the program. He sounded awful. I'd fire him. I'm like, you're a moron. At least take a break. Sit down for a minute. I thought McCourty's good. I liked him. He's pretty good. Good analyst.
I think both McCourtys are doing TV, and they both do a pretty good job.
They do, yeah. Yeah, the other one, or I thought it was the same. Oh, is it his brother that does the I thought it was the same guy, Jason McCourty. Does he do Sunday night football?
Yes.
Chris Sims?
Yeah. But
is it the same McCourty or is it a different McCourty? I don't know. Because there's twins, remember?
Yes, they are twins.
Right, Devin and Jason. I thought Jason was the commentator. I didn't know Devin was as well. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't Devin do the stuff on Good Morning Football, I think?
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Okay. He's on that other show, I guess. All right, very good. All right, let's look at the team stats before we go play-by-play. Play-by-play will not take us, excuse me, very long at all. 8 drives each group. Let's see. Final team stats review brought to you by Team Tommy Mac. Just go to TommyMac.net, please. Check out all the logos. You click on them. You go right to the respective websites. They're absolutely great people. Running great business. Always there for you when you need them. You might not need them today, but you're going to need them eventually. Hopefully, with Chris Lucio's bail bonds, you never need them, but that's the one number you better keep in your phone in case you, a loved one, a friend, whoever, friend of a friend needs help and get out of jail. We all make mistakes, obviously. There's a limit to that comment, but he will get you out of the clink in a blink. 904-822-2245. Carpet Man Flooring, you know the deal. LVP, baby. LVP and tile and carpet and luxury vinyl planking, hardwood. They've got it all. Highest quality at the lowest prices. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Hey, it's Christmas, Hanukkah, season's greetings. Happy holiday season. And look, you might be replacing a couch, a TV, a desk, a chair, whatever, kitchen table. Let J-Dog come and pick it up and refurbish it and give to a veteran family in need. They're veteran-owned and operated. Give them a call, 844-GET-JDOG. Newmark Phoenix Realty Group, #1 commercial real estate firm in Northeast Florida. They handle it all from development, industrial, retail, commercial, office. They'll even the investment side of things as well. Listen, they've been around since 1993. The principals are still all together. They do great work. Some of the best brokers in town, if not the best. Check them out, 904-399-5222. Code Ninjas, hey, great gift for your kids. Get them into the Code Ninjas after school program and learn all about coding and technology and games and AI and security, all of it, and they'll earn their belts all the way up to a black belt at Code Ninjas. CodeNinjas.com. Looking for a place to stay. Let me tell you something. We're down at the tree lighting of Atlantic Beach on Saturday. My daughter, Harley, and her great dance group and her friends performed the Rockettes down there. Great to see everybody out there. It was absolutely fantastic. Hey, you want to get in the festive spirit? Spend a night, spend a weekend in Atlantic Beach at Salt Air Inn and Suites, 4 blocks from the ocean, 2 blocks from all the action. And you can stay in a boutique hotel with concierge service. Azar Sausage had it again was it last night? It was. We added it to our white chicken chili that my wife makes, which is absolutely fantastic. I love those winter, that's not even winter, but, fall, meaningful footballs on TV in the afternoon. You got the grill on, you got the soup on, got the white chicken chili on, and then you combine it all. It's fantastic. We had the hot sauce sausage last night. It fit perfectly, whether in a favorite dish or in a Bonnaise or sausage is the one. Check them out at Winn-Dixie and other great grocers. Freedom Finance, my man Courtney Myers, he's there for you. He's a CFO by trade. He's an accountant. He's a bookkeeper. He can raise money for you. He can forecast for you. He can do it all for you from a financial standpoint. If you're an early stage startup, got an idea, what have you, need help with the books, let Courtney Myers take care of it for you. Go to freedomfinance.llc. Fields Cadillac, they are the title sponsor of Riding Shotgun. Not going to do it this week, but next week, working on some guests. If they come through, it's going to blow you away. If not, it's still going to blow you away because all my guests are great. And Fields Cadillac, of course, right there. And the Blanding and I-295 and down at the St. Augustine Outlet Malls. Family Tradition Specialty Foods, home of Coconut Joe's. The hot sauces, baby. They're absolutely incredible. The Sriracha, Pineapple Ghost will blow your head off, but it's also sweet at the same time. That's the hot sauce on my table. Let it be on yours as well. Go to Family Tradition Specialty Foods.com. Last but not least, never least, because he's been my agent for over 2 decades. Yes, that's right. Michael Nickus' State Farm Agency, 904-777-6888. Handle your personal, handle your business, home, life, auto, even supplemental health. Like I said, been my agent for over 20 years. Give a chance to be yours as well. Great to have them. And, of course, want to thank 1010 XL. All right, real quick, yards per carry. Not very good by us. However, overall, 2.7. We didn't get it going to the second half for the most part, and they didn't feed ETN enough. ETN was at a 5-yard per carry clip, only 4 carries. I want to just see more of that. Read the room, like I said. I thought Tank ran hard, but could have used a little more production out of the running game. They did very well in the run game. Pollard was at 5.1 yards a carry. Overall, we were 4.5. Not good. I think beef up front would help, or keep your starters in would help. By the way, Mason Smith played fine. He does get high and gets blocked when he gets high. High meaning he stands up a little bit too much. Got to keep that pad level down. Listen, it happens to them all. They're either not big enough to stand up straight up and tall. You know, most aren't, trust me. And they got to get lower, man. Got to get lower. Got to get that pad level lower. But he was okay. He made some plays as well. I still want to see him in there next to Eric Armstead at defensive tackle. Yards per attempt plus completion percentage. We are 7.1 yards attempt at 74% completion percentage. Very good. That's a good one. Not what I should say. It's good. 8.1, 9.1 would be better, but we'll take the 7.1 overall. A good showing. They weren't good. Levis, I don't know. I know before our game, he had like 7 touchdowns, 2 picks in the 4 games prior to the Jaguar game. But man, he don't look good to me. He missed that wide open guy for a touchdown. He never should have missed that throw. We missed him in coverage. He was absolutely wide open. But, you know, live and learn, I guess, and good for us. He was at 5.3 yards per attempt at 59% completion percentage. Not good for them. Great for us. Third down, like I said, we were 6 of 13 at 46%. Yes, you can win with that. They were 8 of 16 for 50%. No, you can't win with that, but we did find a way to win, which is a good thing. Fourth down, they were 0 for 3. Great job, D. We were 1 for 1. Sacks, we had 2 on D. They had 1. Picks, we had 2. They had 0. Turnover ratio, -2. They were +2. So there you go. That's how you win a 10-6 game, even when the stats aren't always in your favor. All right, let's go through the play-by-play, Grammage, shall we? And I'll try to get through it quicker as I normally do. They got the ball first. And they said, okay, Jags, I've been listening to Catching Up with Tommy Mack, and he says if we smack you in the mouth, you won't respond. Well, I can't say they didn't respond. Took them a little bit to wake up. That first drive, they did some work. Ended up being a bend don't break situation, giving up a field goal on that first drive. Pollard up the middle, Pollard left tackle, Pollard left tackle, Pollard up the middle. That was for 14, 4 yards, 5 yards, and 8 yards. Woo! Off to a great start, run defense. No worries. Let's see. Mason Smith makes a the first play, Pollard up the middle for 14. Go watch Ventrell Miller. Ventrell. Dude, I mean, talk about getting thrown out of the club. He got thrown out of the club and stomped on. That's why the hole was wide open. The guard just, not good. I'd be going like this during film today. Be like, no, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. It was absolutely awful. Mason Smith, and I like Miller. You know I do, but that was bad. He got absolutely crushed. Let's see. Mason Smith made a play, 4 yards. Lloyd made a play. That was 5 yards. Smith and Ham both pushed back. Pollard up the middle for 8. Ham pushed back. Aluakin makes that shoestring tackle. That could have been a lot worse. Remember the fourth play? Do you remember that? He cut it back, and Aluakin just got him. That could have been a lot worse. Spears up the middle for 7. Lacey pushed back. Sears up the middle for 1 yard. Great play by Lacey and Ledbetter. See, I give them both. I do both, man. Oh, you crybabies say I don't give praise when it's due. I always give praise when it's due. Don't I, Grammage? I think I do. All right. Pollard up the middle, got a first down. Campbell and Aluakin. Lloyd gets pushed past the ball by number 15. Campbell was late. Walker was knocked back. Trayvon Walker normally doesn't get knocked back. Not too bad, but bad enough. Pollard right tackle, 2 yards. Aluakin makes a play. Toss to Ridley. Great hit by Johnson. That was 5 yards. Spears up the middle, no gain. Smith and Hamilton make a great play. Bend, don't break. That was on 3rd and 3. That was a big play by those two guys. Good job. 4th and 3. Field goal Titans, 3-0 on a 10-play drive. Now, let me throw this at you. You probably heard it on the broadcast, and you're sitting, well, why? My gosh, why aren't we doing it? The Titans gave up 267 yards to the Washington Redskins a week ago. We had 4 yards in the first half, I think, on like 4 carries or something like that. 6 carried for it. 267 with all that big front, and we don't try to exploit that. It sounds a little off, right? I don't know. That's a lot of yards, Grammage. So Washington's not a bad D, and they still did it. Or a bad offense, and they still did it. Nonetheless, here we go. 1st and 10. Mack drops back. He's got to scramble. He's under pressure. Gets 2 yards. Van Lanen in at right tackle. Nice job. Always like that young man. 2nd and 8. Tossed to Etienne for 7. He cut it up. Nice. That was a great run. 3rd and 1. Call a timeout. I don't know why. But that was that first drive, 3rd play. You had to call timeout. It's like grammar school. You know, it's like widget football. Remember widget football, 5th and 6th grade? Call us widgets. It's like widget football. Unbelievable. All right, first until let's see. They did get take up the middle for a first down on 3rd and 1. 1st and 10. Mack pressured. He scrambled, throws it away. He had Parker open, but missed him. 2nd and 10. Bigsby up middle. Audible. Kill. You know what that is? It's a run. They've been doing it for weeks. I wonder if they no. I think they do. I mean, come on. My gosh, can you change it up a smidge? I don't know. Go the other way. Something. We know what you're doing. Anyway, you got no gain. They stuffed your ass. I wonder how. Mack pressured. Oh, by the way, it was off timing. That's right, because he did the audible late. I don't think everybody got the audible, except him and the running back. 3rd and 10, Mack pressured. Dumps it off to Etienne. A great play, 21 yards. That's where Etienne's damageable, man. That's where he's the best. Out in the open space, getting north and south. I'm telling you, man, he is shifty and fast. 1st and 10, pass down left sideline to Brian Thomas Jr. It was a back shoulder. He had him right away, and Thomas is calling for it like right away. I think you just got to go for it quicker. You know what I mean? And not wait so long. I know there's a hole there. You may be waiting for that hole, but man, if he's open, I don't know. I know it's still early in his career, but I would. He's like Randy Moss. Randy Moss did his rookie year. Hey, open, throw it to me. Just throw it to him next time. I hope that you try that, but that was incomplete. 2nd and 10. Etienne left sweep, -1 yards. That was a tackle for loss. 3rd and 11, penalty on a false start by Walker Little. 3rd and 16, Jones pressure. Oh, that's where he threw he threw the interception to Brian Robinson. Bad. Too bad that didn't count because it's the wrong name. But intercepted, bad decision, bad throw. He was covered, and you couldn't step into it. I don't know where you go with it, but that wasn't good. It wasn't good. Anyway, they get a interception, but guess what? Our defense steps up on their second drive and basically goes 3 and out. Pollard right tackle for 3 yards. Aluakin, a false start by them. 2nd and 12, pass to Ridley. All day long. Oh, did Armstead get chipped? Did you see that? The back knocked him right on his can.
I did see that.
That's a big man going down.
I did see that.
It's like,
I think it was Spears. I think it was Spears that hit him.
oh my gosh.
Decleated his ass.
I ever tell you the
Because
story?
every time he's at end, I have to watch him.
Yeah.
I watch him now every time he's at end, especially on passing downs.
Yeah.
He got killed.
He got killed. So he's 6'8", right? So a quick sidebar story. So I'm this was 15 years ago, maybe longer. I'm a judge at Guns and Hoses, and it's the last fight of the night. It's a heavyweights, and in walks this firefighter from like, I don't know where he's from. He wasn't from Duval. He's from like Nassau or something else. And he's a giant, 6'7", just a giant. He's got this look on his face. So he gets in the ring, and the police officer, he gets in. He's like 6'3", pretty big guy, like 250. But this guy's like, the firefighter's like looking over at it, like trying to intimidate him. And the cops just kind of looking up at him like, yeah, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so they bell rings, and they come here, big haymaker from the firefighter, misses, throws another one, misses, throws another one, misses. And the police officer ducks, comes up with an uppercut, a pow right in the chin. And the 6'7" firefighter goes, boom, 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 out. The crowd erupted, and his mom and brother wanted to go after the police officer. They were so mad that he got knocked out. It was just, he didn't know it was coming. But anyway, that's what it reminded me of yesterday with Armstead getting chipped. He got sent down on his keister. Hey, it happens. It happens. That's why they throw in the chip. All right, so the 3rd and 4, he had all day, pass to Ridley. Campbell on coverage, 3rd and 4. Throw to Wrigley, incomplete. He did have all day to throw. He just missed them. 4th and 4, punt. Good job, D. We'll take it. All right, here we go. Second drive, 1st and 10. Play action pass to Brenton Strange. 21 yards. Fake toss. Holds it. Play action. Crossing route. Hits him in stride. Great. Turns up field. Good tackle. Never saw him again. I don't know why. All right, 1st and 10. Screen to ETN for 9 yards. Great play by ETN. That was really good. He actually, he was his second choice there. He was going to go to Strange first, but he wasn't open. Moves it over to the ETN. ETN gets up north. 2nd and 1. Quick throw to Parker, 7 yards. First down, end of first quarter. Quick first quarter. 1st and 10. Tank, left tackle, 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Here we go. Double reverse for tackle for loss. That's my second drive. You got something going, and you get cute. I even write, why? Too cute. That killed the drive. El stupido, I wrote. You killed the drive. That was awful. 3rd and 3, Mac. He's got time. No one's open. Scrambles. Doesn't get anything. 4th and 10, has to punt. So your defense helps you out, and your offensive coordinator, whoever's calling plays, craps on their leg, gets cute, and kills that drive. And thank goodness it's only 3-0 at the time. Titans' 3rd drive. Pollard left tackle, 2 yards. Good play by Armstead and Aluakin. 2nd and 8. Pollard toss right side. Lacey, Ledbetter, Lloyd, all blocked. 9 yards. Savage misses a tackle. Got to make that tackle. Missed it. Had a shot. 1st and 10. Play action dump to the tight end Vanette. Armstead and Lloyd on that tackle. Only 4-yard gain. Wild card. Spears right side. Yeah. I think he only got 2 yards. Remember, he stepped out of bounds. He got around the corner. It was all right. Got to get there, though. I was hoping right when he turned the corner, kind of like Antonio Johnson hit Ridley, that someone was going to knock him one. That's when you got to knock him. For sure. 3rd and 4 all day long. 3-man rush with Hamilton dropping into the hook zone. Throw was complete to Aquanco at number 85. Okay. So the only reason you would drop a interior defensive lineman is if you rushed other people to take his place in the rush. You didn't. You sent 3, one being Abdullah, who does nothing in the pass rush game. He does nothing in the pass rush. And then you drop back Hamilton. Like, what is that thinking? I get it if it's a zone dog blitz. You got 5 coming, you drop the interior. They do that all day long. But you didn't do that. You said 3 and dropped Hamilton, who looked athletic in coverage. Don't get me wrong, for a big dude, but what are you doing? What in the heck are we doing? That just seems so asinine. Sorry. I'm sorry. It can be harsh at times, but it's true. I just don't understand why you would do that. All right, 1st and 10. Misdirection pass. Gets it to Bryce Oliver, the crosser. It's his 4th catch of the year, but he's open. 1st down. 1st and 10. Pollard up the middle for 1 yard. Hamilton on the play. Good play. 2nd and 9. All day long. Pitch and catch to Ridley. Abdullah got out. He's out there. Trayvon's not. Yeah, Abdullah's out there, but Trayvon's not. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. Ridley had an easy pitch and catch. Jarian was on the curl route, made the hit right after he caught it. 1st and 10, play action all day long again. Tight end open. Wiley's open. Savage's man. He's got him. He's on the line of scrimmage with him. They're man-to-man because everybody else is man-to-man. The tight end fakes block. Savage takes his eye off him. Guy sneaks out and is wide open. Man-to-man means man-to-man. Guy blocks, you go to him. He's already on him, so stay with him. Don't go get faked out by the run fake. Look at him. You can tell if he's trying to block you or trying to get out of dodge. But you let him go wide open. Missed assignment. Shouldn't be that way. Should not be that way. That was 44-yard gain, by the way. Remember that to Wiley? Yeah, not good. Not good. 1st and go, Ridley end around, -2 yards. Aluakin, he got decleated. How about on that block? Those aren't fun. You got to see him coming, though, somehow. But he got rocked on that one. He got back up, no problem. 2nd and go, Pollard right side. Had a touchdown, but a penalty on number 75, and it was holding. It was holding. 2nd and goal, I think that was on Aluakin on that one. That was holding. 2nd and goal, drop back. Great hit by Josh Hines-Allen. And then there's a holding penalty on Jarian Jones. He played better in the second half for sure, no doubt, but that was a bad one. 1st and goal, Pollard cuts it back up the middle. Oh, that's when Trayvon decleated him, defeats the block, and then just basically snatches him. Like, come back. That was incredible. What a feat of strength. One arm, just kapow. Must be nice. That would be fun. But he did, totally decleated Pollard. That was pretty cool. 2nd and goal, play action, throw to Ridley, incomplete. 3rd and goal, drop back throw to end zone, bad throw, incomplete. 4th and goal, Simmons at fullback. I mean, okay, here's what I don't get. You've been pounding the ball on us. You throw the big-ass defensive tackle, and you do a play action?
That was a horrible call.
What are you doing? Run it.
Horrible call.
Run right behind that big son of a gun. We wouldn't have stopped that.
No shot.
We would not have
shot.
stopped that.
It's back to what I was saying earlier. When you're thinking about outsmarting yourself as a play caller, what does the defense not want me to do?
That's right.
They don't want me to give this ball to the running back right behind the butt of my best player on my entire team, that my big old defensive lineman that's going to move bodies.
Right. Now, in the play caller's defense, Aquanco is wide open.
Chig.
Vanette is above him, like in the back part of the end zone, and he's right. I mean, nobody's near him. All you'd have to do is toss it. If he catches it, which you'd think he would, it'd been a touchdown. But it wasn't. 17 play. Turnover on downs. Oh, what a kick in the nuts for them, but good for us. Bend, don't break. We'll take it. We go on a big drive of our own. The next drive, our 3rd drive, take up the gut for tackle for loss. Not good. It was penetration right away. 2nd 11, Bigsby right side, no gain. Oh, that's when Joseph Day just crushed Farrell. 3rd and 10, quick throw to Ingram, 12 yards. Great yards after the catch. Great job by Evan breaking that tackle and getting a 1st down. 1st and 10, Mac pressured, then scrambles. Jones takes a hit. Yeah, he took a hit on that one. It was a pretty decent hit, but he got up right away. I think he thanked the guy for hitting him so hard. He does smile a lot. Looks like he's having fun out there. Good for him. 2-minute warning. Come back. 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Bigsby. Flat. 7 yards. Good. 3rd and 3. Drop back to Duvernay. Good route. Good throw. 1st and 10. Drop back. Check down to Ingram. 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Pass batted down at line of scrimmage. It looks like Who's he? Oh, Landry. Yeah, Van Lanen beat Landry. Or Landry beat Van Lanen pretty good on that one. Quick throw to Duvernay for a first down on 3rd and 2. 1st and 10. Dump off to ETN. 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Mac pressured. Steps up in pocket. Dump off to ETN. First down. 1st and 10. Drop back past Ingram. 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Quick out to Ingram. First down. Penalty. Yeah, you got to run the route better than you did. That rub route. It looked like you were blocking. You just got to run it a little bit better. 2nd and 13. Drop back. Pressured by Arden Key. Tries to escape. Dumps off the tank. He missed it. That's the interception. That was bad. It was a bad play. Little was like, he was like trying to help the guard, but then Key came free. Like, I don't know why he just didn't look at Key. You know what I mean? Maybe Mac had him going to the right, as far as protection. But I don't know why you do. I don't know. I wasn't out there. But he had a free hit on him or free pressure on him. And that was when the interception happened. So, and then it's the last play of the half. There's 1 second to go. And they call a drop back. And Josh Hines Allen, that was incredible. Great rush. Got right by J.C. Latham. And then crushed Levis. You talk about a perfect hit. Love it. Man, that must be. I'm telling you, I love playing middle linebacker, nothing like hit, people, but that's got to be the best. Beat your guy, quarterback's dead to rights. All you got to do is hit him. As hard as he can, hopefully. Oh, it must be so much fun. All right, last play of the game, Titans up 3-0. I thought Levis wasn't going to come back, but he does. But here we go, third quarter. Our 4th drive. We have 13 yards rushing in the first half. 13. How many yards did they have against Washington? 267. I don't know. A plus B equals C. Sometimes you'd think it would in this situation, but I guess not in terms of what the offense coordinator thinks. All right, 1st and 10. Bigsby up the middle. Or no, Bigsby left tackle for 4 yards. Quick throw to Ingram, incomplete. It was a low throw. Drop back. Yeah, Mac, yeah, you got to hit. That hurt. That hurt. All right, 3rd and 6. So you got to punt. 3 and out. Not good on the opening drive of the third quarter. One thing I've noticed is our defense gives up a big first drive, it seems, almost every game. And our first drive after the second half or after the halftime is 3 and out. Doesn't ever seem like it does anything. Their first drive after half. 1st and 10. Pollard, left tackle, cuts it back. Penalty. They picked it up. There was nobody home. They all overran. It was 11-yard gain. 1st and 10. Pollard bounces outside. Buster makes a great tackle. That was a great play by him. 2nd and 10. Double fake screen. Trayvon pressures QB Levis, and it's an incomplete. 3rd and 10. Trayvon and Josh Hines Allen pressure Levis, and Buster breaks up the pass. That was great defense. 3 and out right there. Great defense. Great defense. Giving the ball back to your offense. What does our offense do? They give it back to them on a 3 and out. Great job. Take over the middle for 3. Quick out throw to Duvernay. Tackle for loss for 2. Mac pressures. He's escaped. Stump off to Ingram for 7. Not good enough. Punt. Gosh. Well, they get it going eventually. Titans 6 drive. 1st and 10. Drop back. Has time. No one open. He throws it away. We had some good coverage down the field, by the way, because I know he tried to go deep to Ridley a few times and had to try to check it down or didn't have anybody open at all. So coverage must have been pretty darn good on those. Pollard right side. Lacey did a nice job on a double team, a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7. Oh, that's when Levis pressured, escapes, hits Boyd late. Good play by them. Good across the body throw by Levis. Got to give him credit where credit's due. 1st and 10, play action throw to Westbrook. Ikein, wide open. Antonio Johnson on coverage just kind of bit on a double move. Got stuck behind. Good he didn't hit him in stride. 1st and 10, drop back, quick throw to Pollard. Aluakin, 2 yards, 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8, quick throw over the middle to Ridley. Buster on the coverage, only for 4. Quick out to Aquanco. A good hit by Johnson, it was a first down. No, Pollard up the middle. Lacey makes a good play, and Ventrell Miller, a negative 3-yard gain, or 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7, double fake all day, no one open, dumps it off to 85. Tackle for loss for 6. He should have thrown that away, but that was a mistake by him. 3rd and 13, screen to Wiley for 8 yards, 4th down. They kick a field goal. They're up 6-0. third quarter. 6th drive for the Jags. We get a good drive here that ends in a field goal to cut it 6-3. Misdirection. This was all Brian Thomas Jr. They probably said, you know what? Throw out the playbook and get it to Brian Thomas Jr. Period. Because that's what they did. The next 4 plays were to Brian Thomas. A misdirection rollout for 5 yards. That was his first catch. Jags 6th drive. First catch for Brian Thomas Jr. 2nd and 5. Another throw on the outside to Brian Thomas Jr. Great route, great throw. 1st and 10. Quick out to Brian Thomas Jr. 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Quick throw screen. Brian Thomas Jr. Great yak yards after the catch for a first down. Give it to Tank. That's right. Pass sets up the run, doesn't it? In this offense, it does. 1st and 10. Tank goes right, gets upfield, 8 yards. They're in the no huddle. It looked like they like the no huddle. 2nd and 2. Tank up the middle. First down. A great run by Tank Bigsby. 1st and 10. Tank left side. A -1. Tackle for loss. 2nd and 11. Drop back throw to Parker for 9 yards. That was a nice throw. Nice route. Nice catch. End of third quarter. 4th quarter. 3rd and 2. Tank up the middle. Stuffed. Oh, Strange missing that cut block on Arnke. Take him high. Take him high. Don't got to cut him. You could take that guy high all day long, Brenton. You totally missed him. It was a good play by him. 4th and 1. Tank up the middle. Squeezes through. Good blocks by Strange and Farrell. And he gets a good yak as well from Tank. Broke a couple tackles. Gets the first down. Up the middle, stuff, no gain. ETN, 1 yard. 2nd and 9. A quick hook to Brian Thomas Jr., 5 yards. A good throw. Put it where it needed to be. 3rd and 4. Matt gets drilled on that free. Decleated him. Oh, my gosh. And that shook him up. You could tell Doug wanted to go for it, but didn't look like Mac was ready to do another play at that moment. So they settle for the field goal. Titans up 6-3. Titans 7th drive. Penalty on the kickoff. They had an illegal formation. 1st and 10. Pollard off tackle, 20 yards. Lloyd's on the blitz. Lacey and Aluakin blocked. And Aluakin got stiff-armed. That wasn't good. Good run by Pollard. He's a good back with a lot of speed, man. All he needs is a crease, and he'll take it. Pollard up the middle for 3 on 1st and 10. Ledbetter and Lacey driven back on that one. 2nd and 6. Drop back all day long. Throw to Ridley. Great pass breakup by Jarian Jones. Good job. 3rd and 6. That's the nickel blitz by Jarian. Great call, great execution, and a sack. First sack of his career. Good job, Jarian. And you force them to punt. A 9-yard punt return by Duvernay. 1st and 10. Drop back throw to Brian Thomas Jr. That was the misdirection crosser. Crosser. 21 yards. Can't defend that. 1st and 10. ETN right tackle, 10 yards. 1st and 10. ETN up middle, 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Quick throw to Brian Thomas Jr., 4 yards. Drop back, pressured, keeps play alive. Hits Brian Thomas Jr. downfield. That was a big gain. Good heads-up play by Brian Thomas Jr. and Mac Jones. Way to keep it alive. 1st and 10, Tank left tackle for 5 yards. 2nd and 5, Tank. Oh, this was great. This is where the timing of the running game, you saw the timing. He had to wait for Sheriff to get up into that hole before he could get right behind him. Nobody touched him. And it was a big clog area, but Sheriff cleared it out. He went right off his ass, and nobody touched him. It was great play, great design. Really good drive. Got to like that drive, man. They got it to Brian Thomas Jr. Okay, what have we learned, Ramage? What have we learned about the last, couple series of our Jaguars since the second half began? Center your offense around
7.
Brian Thomas Jr., and good things will happen. Look at that running game. Opens up. Look at the passing game. Opens up. Get a couple breaks. Perfect. Can we build it around him? Touchdown, Tank Bigsby. Good job, Tank. Jags up 10-6. Titans got an 8th drive. Listen, they took it down. Down to the wire. 1st and 10, play action. As time hits Ridley for 30 yards. Oh, that was a dagger on 1st and 10. Buster Brown in coverage. 1st and 10, Pollard up middle. Hamilton tackle for loss. Nice job, Devon. That was a good play. -2 yards. 2nd and 12, dump off to Pollard. He gets 9 yards. 3rd and 3, Pollard up the gut for 5 yards. He runs through Aluakin. 1st and 10, Spears, pitch left, 8 yards. Abdullah does nothing. Sorry, Yasir, I'm on your ass, but gosh dang, can you do something? I just 2nd and 2. Toss, Spears, left side. Great play by Aluakin and Lloyd. 3rd and 1. QB sneak. Levis gets the first down. All right, Mason and Ham at DTs and 41 and 44. Titans are driving at end. 1st and 10. Pollard toss right, cuts it up. 2 minute. He only got 3 yards. 2 minutes left. 2nd and 7. Pollard up middle. Hamilton for 2 yards. Good play by Hamilton. 3rd and 5. Misdirection of Ridley. Runs out of bounds. He hit him late. I know a lot of people giving Ridley grief. I don't know if he could have turned it up there. That momentum just took him right out. I don't know how hard he tried. I got to admit that. But, man, Levis, what are you waiting for, man? Give him the rock. Well, whatever. Good for us. Bad for them. 4th and 3. Drop back pass. 7 route. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. I don't know why you went there, but whatever. I think Buster was on the coverage. Or was that Cisco on the coverage? Anyway, great play. They tried to run a 7 route to Westbrook Ikeen, and couldn't get it done. And let's see. We got 2 more drives. Jags' 8th drive. Basically just running the ball, trying to run the clock. They punt. Great hit by DeGuara on the punt. Great hit, my man. That's the way to stand out on a 3-10 team. Showing that you care. I love it. All right, 49 seconds to go. Drop back pass to Quanco, incomplete. It was a bad throw. 2nd and 10. Out throw to Boyd. Pass breakup. Jarian Jones. Great job, Jarian. 3rd and 10. Pass over the middle. Cisco breaks it. Oh, he should have had the pick. It would have been a great pick. Don't get me wrong. His whole body's going one way, trying to catch it behind him. Hey, at least they didn't catch it, but I'm sure he'd love to have that pick. That would have ended the game right then and there. Oluwakin, he's in no man's land, knockouts. Yeah, I don't know what that meant. Anyway, 4th and 10, false start on them. Last play, pressure, deep throw, incomplete. Game over. Jags win. Jags win. Jags win. So, hey man, again, I'm taking the dub. I don't care about some rookie. I don't mean it like that. I love our rookies, and they do make an impact, but they're not going to make a big enough impact to turn this whole thing around. You know what will? A new attitude, a new room full of guys with the right attitude under the right leadership. We don't know what's going to happen. Some people think Shad Khan's already made up his mind. Some people don't think he's made up his mind what he's going to do just yet. I don't know. We're going to see. I mean, look, nothing's going to surprise me at all. Nothing. But my hope is whatever they do, that they change this ho-hum, we'll get them next time, no accountability type culture. They got to change it. It's just got to be. You got to get in beef. You got to get in bigger guys up front. Look, I'll tell you one thing. I know we talk of the O-line. The O-line's played pretty darn well this year overall. If you look at their stats, they've done okay. 26 sacks given up. Against the run wasn't good. I think we should have used more BTJ to get the run game going, open it up a little. They did in the second half. It was better in the second half, for sure. There's no doubt about that. But overall, our O-line's not the big problem here. It's not. The big problem is the D-line and the front 7 overall that couldn't, not yesterday. Yesterday was a good job, but over this whole year. I think a better attitude would help. We need more animals out there, not, just playing the game, but, really tenacious, feisty, almost ready to get in a brawl every time they take the field kind of guys. Need a few of those, but we'll take the dub. And I know a lot of you people out there, you don't like the dub, but listen, man, I'm telling you again, unless you give me okay, let's just say the kid from Colorado, Travis Hunter, comes here. Okay. The thinking will be, well, pair him with Brian Thomas Jr. and we'll be unstoppable. Right?
I'm thinking he's probably going to end up playing DB in the NFL now.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Put him as one of Ryan Nielsen's cover corners or whoever's. Okay. A cornerback can change the game. Right? Can change your D. If he can handle the number one guy on the other side and I don't got to worry about him all day long. Right? But that doesn't make you a better football team in the one-loss record until you change everything else. So if there's no change and you get Travis Hunter, I don't think you're going to see a big change in the one-loss count. You may see a couple games, right? Instead of 3-10, they're 5-8.
To me, you change the attitude and the culture and the intensity and the nastiness that this team does not play with right now, and you get them to play with that by the trenches. The trenches set the and it's no one player. Doesn't mean you're going to draft one guard and all of a sudden you're going to. It means
a commitment,
and it means establishing beef on both trenches through multiple players that they could acquire on both sides. Dudes that are not going to be pushed around in the middle, and you start getting dominant performances on the offensive and the defensive line, I promise you're going to have a tougher team.
Oh, no doubt.
100%. And that's
without question.
Once this team gets tougher and plays with more grit and attitude and nastier, then I believe you're going to start seeing a real shift. Until that happens, I agree with you. I don't know that drafting Travis Hunter is phenomenal. I don't think he's going to change the entire nucleus of what this team is.
Well, listen, it's about wins and losses. So I don't think one player is going to change that much. Maybe a couple. Maybe. Depending on the position. But I would much rather have – I think we have enough in the skill set right now, skill positions, to win.
I agree. I totally agree.
Especially with Brian Thomas Jr. You kidding me? That guy opens everything up.
But you need interior defensive linemen.
Well, listen, in their defense or in Trent's defense, he thought Mason Smith was that.
And maybe he is, but I need another.
Still be. He just look, I do like him. I don't love him yet. I do like him. He gets a little tall.
Devon Hamilton's problem, too.
No, I know. And the big guys do that. They tend to get upright. Now, if you're so strong that they can't move you, that's a different story, but I don't see no Albert Hainsworth on this team right now. You know what I mean? I don't see a guy like that can just handle anything.
And that's what I mean. They need two defensive tackles that are just absolute problems for an offensive line. And then what they have, and Mason Smith may or may not develop into that, you don't know. But regardless, they need at least one other than just him. And then Hamilton and some of these other guys that play, Lacey, Ledbetter, whatever. But then if they play sparingly, then you live with it. But for the most part, you got two game changers in the middle. And then on the offensive side of the ball, you need guards that can just move bodies.
Small people.
I don't care that Doug likes agile. I need big dudes, man. I'm sick of it.
Here. I'm not going to be surprised at anything. I really am. But we don't know yet.
Toughness in the trenches is the number one thing that will fix this team, in my opinion. They need more than just that. I'm not saying that's the only thing, but toughness on both trenches. How long
have we been saying this? Remember the first year with Doug, he didn't address the nose? Remember that? We're sitting here in this room going, why is he addressing the nose? You're playing a 3-4, and you don't have a nose. And Hamilton ain't a 3-4 nose.
Correct.
He was a 4-3 guy.
Correct.
So, yeah. Man, I don't know. I don't know why they don't see that. It just seems like so easy to see, you know? I mean, again, look, I'll tell you this about Mason Smith. Give me that lineup with him and Eric at defensive tackle and Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon at end. That should be our front four. First team getting 85% of the plays. Then you bring in other people. And I'm okay with because Hamilton's my first guy off the bench. I think he's earned that. I do. He doesn't make enough for me, but he does make some plays. And so tackle for losses. So it's not like, he's making plays down the field. He's making plays at the line when he makes plays. He gets blocked a little bit too much. But Lacey and Ledbetter get blocked way too much, in my opinion. I don't know what position Lacey is. I don't think he's big enough to be a D tackle. I don't think he's athletic enough to be a DM. So I don't know what maybe beef him up. But right now, Hamilton's the first guy off the bench. I don't know why Abdul is out there unless he's playing special teams. I don't know why Jefferson's not out there. I guess you don't believe in Cole. He gave him a chance. He didn't do anything, so you don't like him. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's more of that stand-up outside rusher. I have no idea. But you're going to have to get another pass rusher. You're going to have to get beef inside. You're going to have to get another DB that can play that press. I mean, whether Nielsen's here or not, I don't know how you keep Nielsen. And I hate saying that It's his first year, his family. It's a pain in the ass for them, and it just sucks.
But it's the facts, though.
It's a business. It's business. It's not it's business, and they have truly underperformed on the defensive side of the ball of the ball. Truly underperformed. So we got to fix that. And then the rest is more attitude, right? I will say the mistakes seem limited yesterday, right? Overall, mental errors, being out of position, that kind of stuff. I think that was pretty limited. So you got to give them credit there. But we all know throughout the year they make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. It continues to happen. Like I said during my play-by-play, I think the coaching staff killed him in the second quarter with that double reverse. I think that was dumb. I think he had a chance there. But nonetheless, they find a way to win. We'll take the W. I hope you're happy. I know I am. And we'll keep it rocking because we'll be back here on Friday with more Catching Up with Tommy Mack after my appearance on Jaguars Today. We're riding shotguns another week, waiting on somebody pretty big. Everybody's big, but this would be a special one. Iconic people here in Jacksonville. We'll see how that breaks down. If it's not next week, it'll be in 2025 for sure. Horse's Mouth on Thursday. Coach Campo and I will sit at the bar, and we'll talk Jags, so make sure you check out TommyMac.net, and you get all of that content and more. All right, thanks to Team Tommy Mac. Thanks to all you out there. Thanks to Grammage and 1010XL. Have a great day and a great week, and congratulations, Jags, on a very good victory. Until next time, stay safe and be cool. Be cool. Stay safe. We'll see you right here on Catching Up with Tommy Mac. Peace.